It's the kind of silence that takes your breath away. Not the serene quiet of a peaceful morning, but the heavy, aching void when their laughter no longer fills the room. Losing someone you love feels like time has shifted, as though the world continues to spin, yet your corner of it remains frozen in that moment of goodbye. We often think of love as something shared between people, tangible, warm, and alive. But when someone we treasure is no longer there, love transforms. It becomes the echo in our laughter, the shadow in our tears, and the whisper that reminds us they were here and that they deeply mattered. Grief is a winding road, complicated and unique to each of us. Some days, it feels like the weight of the world is pressing on your chest. And other days, it surprises you with moments of peace, a song, a scent, or a memory that brings them closer, even if it's just for a heartbeat. Though the pain of loss may evolve, it never truly fades. And maybe, just maybe, it's a testament to the depth of what we shared. If the ache of their absence is so profound, doesn't it mean their presence was equally extraordinary? They touched our lives in ways no one else could, and for that, we are forever changed. Because in the end, love does not vanish, it adapts. It fills the cracks left by their departure, it becomes the strength we lean on, and it reminds us that even in absence, they are never truly gone. Their love lives in us. And so, while this moment may feel heavy, let it also be a celebration of all that they were, all that they still are, within the hearts that keep their memory alive. As some of you may already know, I lost my mother on May 24th of this year to cancer. She battled hard for more than a decade, but thankfully the end came quickly. How does one process a loss so profound? Denial? Sure. A sense of loss? That too. Grief? In my case, strangely no. Is there something wrong with me? I don't think so. I think in my case, I don't or can't grieve because I know she is no longer in pain. I've gone to great lengths to keep religion and politics out of my content. But in this case, my mother was deeply religious, and I think the main reason I haven't grieved is because I know she is home now. It took me a long time to come to this conclusion. Is it right? Well, I don't care. Since becoming an adult, I have never worn my emotions on my sleeve. I have always been knocked down by those who don't understand that. I've always been the quiet, stoic type. As a result, I was unable to cope with this loss in the presence of others. I had to get away from everyone. My mother and I shared a great love for the North Shore of Lake Superior, and she was the one who once told me that the North Shore would get in your blood if you allowed it to. So I came to the one place on earth I could find peace, and perhaps hear her speak to me. Hey guys, we're back up at the Trombolo. We had an impromptu trip up north this week. I had a loss in the family and don't really know how to process the grief, so I came up here to my place of solitude, as you would, my fortress of solitude, if you will. So again, we're at the Trombolo. It's a new moon. As you can see behind me, we've got Fucus and Scorpio coming up over Lake Superior. I'm gonna go down the beach here a little way, about a half a mile to my other spot, so I can do a Milky Way project that I'm working on this summer. So I'll be up here for about a week, trying to get out as much as possible. Maybe we'll have some northern lights toward the end of the week. I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed, and I'll have more footage for you here later. Hey guys, we made it to the Astro Beach. This is the beach that I started my journey on almost a decade ago. It's a little chilly up away from the water, but down by the water it gets pretty warm. It's probably upper 40s right now. Got 2 cameras going, one doing track shots for that Milky Way project I'm working on, and the other one, I'm playing around with the Sony. Gonna do a time lapse off of that one. So test shots look really good from the Sony, so I'm pleased with that. So we'll let that go. Plan for the week: tomorrow I will probably just take it easy. I think it's supposed to be cloudy tomorrow night anyway. So it's been a really long day today. I was up at 3 a.m. so it's almost 24 hours again. But I pulled my trailer this time. It was a hell of a lot cheaper than staying in a hotel. Almost less than a quarter of what it would have cost to stay in a hotel. So it was the first time I pulled the trailer this year. First time I pulled the trailer after the truck got nailed, T-boned last October. Everything seemed to go okay, but it was a long 12-hour haul. But we made it. I'm probably just gonna get in the cab here and take a nap for 4 hours while the cameras run. And yeah, I can't show you; it's too dark, and I don't want to ruin the dark skies here. It's the sky here tonight. There's smoke to the south from the wildfires, but the sky here today, it is phenomenal. When I was up at the Trombolo, I turned the light off from walking because it's dangerous walking out on the rocks. But when I turned the light off, I was just like, oh man, that's beautiful. Rest of the week, Wednesday, I think it's still supposed to be cloudy. It's hit or miss. But also Wednesday is the first night that we have possible aurora. We got a stronger coronal hole swinging around, and a lot of the new sunspots are. Who knows? We might get a little surprise here at the end of the week. That would be nice. But Wednesday night, Thursday night are our aurora nights. I do have, if it does go, I have a place that up here that I want to get. It'll be a first. I don't think anybody's ever done this before with Northern Lights. If it faced south, I'd be there all the time. But it faces north, so there's not really too much to see. All the good stuff is to the south of the Milky Way. So Friday night should be good. I'm going to try and get some time in on Fucus in Scorpius, or it's in basically its claw, but it's in another constellation of it, technically. But I'm going to spend some time on that. It's a beautiful nebulous region in the claw that really all the different colors, yellows, reds, blues. This is the perfect place to do it. Unfortunately, we are quite a bit north, so I only get 3 or 4 hours before the sun comes back up in the summer here. And since we're so far north, The constellation is in the really low on the horizon, so that also uh, is why we only get a few hours on it. So, but it's dark enough that I don't need filters. There's obviously, from where I'm at, it's a long way to the other side of the lake and the nearest light source. So this should be good. Saturday night's supposed to be really nice, but I don't think I'll do anything because I'll have to drive home early Sunday morning. So, but we'll see. We'll play it all by ear, and we'll see how it goes. As you have seen from the Milky Way time lapses presented in this video, I couldn't have asked for better conditions on this night. Here are the image results. I hope you enjoy. In the next episode, I push myself to the breaking point, chasing waterfalls, and get a message from the beyond.
Look at that. Purples.